everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la sizoyixoxa le ndaba esuke siyifundile. Senzela laba phela abangenaso isikhathi sokuthi bayifunde le ndaba nalaba futhi abanqona ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuke ama reality shows ethu alla eMzansi bese siza la sizokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Senzele laba phela abangenaso isikhathi sokuthi bawabuke lama shows kanye ke nje nalabo abathanda ukuthi babuka ama reviews rather than ama shows. Siyaphinda futhi sikhulume nga any other issues avelayo uma ngabe siwabuka lama shows kwi-TV. Uma ngabe uyaqala ukusijoyina namhlanje ungakhohlwa ukuthi upress usubscribe la ngezansi. Uma ngabe ibutton libovu it means ukuthi ubungakazi usubscribe kwi-channel yethu, kodwa mali grey means ukuthi ususubscribe. Bese ke futhi upress usubscribe notification bell oseduze kuka subscribe ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe sesiwufakile umsebenzi omusha. Guys, namhlanje ngihlele endaweni different. I just wanted to sit on the couch ngoba mangihlele deskini sometimes it makes me feel like ngisasemsebenzini. Kanti I just wanna have fun mangisuke ngenza lama videos lawo. Namhlanje na ke senza episode 3. Episode 3 kwamnakwethu happily ever after. Kulaba abaqala ukubuka kunama shows awu2, enye ibizwa ngomnakwethu, enye ibizwa ngomnakwethu happily ever after. Umnakwethu happily ever after is a spin-off show esiphuma kwi-show ethi Umnakwethu. Le show idlala ku channel 161 Mzansi Magic ku DStv njalo ngolwesithathu ngo8 o'clock isikhathi sama reality TV let's kulokhuzana uMzansi Magic. Namhlanje na ke uma isaqala ke show basikhombisa nje just a recap anyana ya last episode which was issue ka Samantha benolokhuzana nobhuti ka DS ke ukuthi that issue ukuthi ingane isithi baby ingane might not be ingane kaqondisani. So mayisaqala ke episode laphayana baqhubeka la begcine khona last week which was uMakhumalo laphayana benoThembelani. uThembelani Mchunu. Guys, I do make notes laba bayibuka i-channel yami, they know ukuthi I make notes only so that I don't miss anything for laba basuke bengayibuka ngishow. So uMakhumalo ke benoThembelani uMchunu. Remember ukuthi uThembelani Mchunu, remember ukuthi uMchunu ilo othathe intombi yakhe esibili wayenza unkosikazi wokuqala ngoba ngathi bebesahlukene noMakhumalo. So uMakhumalo nalokho uthi yena uyitshela ukuthi fanele ngabe uyena oundlunkulu, fanele ngabe uyena omamkhulu. So uma iqala ke episode, remember ukuthi last week ugogo kaMakhumalo wayethe ucela ukubona uMchunu. uMchunu ke even namhlanje uyamangala ukuthi wayebizelwa endlini ezwinokekazi amaZulu ukuthi kahle kahle isoka nje liye lingangeni endlini malizo check intombi. So ngiyamangala ukuthi wayebembizela endlini ulokhuzana uMchunu. Naye uyibuzile lokho futhi ushilo kwi-interview ukuthi angi-understand because angingena umkhuyana la ekhaya ngikhokhile siyathandana nje noMakhumalo, why would they call me endlini? Kodwa ke ngizohlonipha ngingene ngoba naku bayambiza. Apparently endlini khona umaka kaMakhumalo nogogo kaMakhumalo. Honestly, I did feel like okay, uMakhumalo uthe babizwa ugogo, but i-conversation yakhona it almost felt like uMakhumalo asked uma wakhe benogogo ukuthi bakhulume noMchunu. It felt like that a conversation yabo, not ukuthi ibona nje abavele bamsukela. So ke ugogo ke uya introduce uMakhwelane uMakhumalo introduce uMchunu ugogo uthi gogo ke nangu umkhwenyana wakwakho, which I also didn't understand ngoba uMchunu has been clear ukuthi akalobolile akenze lutho la ekhaya. So I don't understand why she would say that, but usho kanjalo wathi gogo nangu umkhwenyana wakwakho wathi. And then masebengenile endlini esikhuluma sokuthi manje kukhulume phela ugogo ngoba she said ukuthi ugogo obize uMchunu kukhuluma yena uMakhumalo uthi yazi mina uMchunu ngiyamhlonipha kakhulu kodwa kwesisikhathi ngingifile ngathi akangi-understand ulokhuzana uMchunu. So ugogo kuyaqala ke umama uyaqala kuyakhuluma ngendaba ukuthi esithenjini fanele enze njani. It's like they are advising uMchunu ukuthi isithembu sakhe fanele asihambise kanjani. I-justification kaMakhumalo yalo was that ugogo wakhe naye wayesesithenjini, so uyazi kancane ngendaba yesithembu. So bazama ukutshela umchunu ukuthi eneme ngabe ethatha amakhosikazi amabili fanele awaphathe kanjani, fanele angaxabanisi. Everything abebekhuluma laphayana was something eyakhayo. Yes, I do agree ukuthi bekuyinto eyakhayo. There was nothing negative that they said, but I felt ukuthi it's a wrong place for umchunu ukuthi athole that advice. It's just, I felt like it was almost inappropriate for them to be having that conversation with umchunu. Angazi noma mina ngedwa yini engifile kanjalo, kodwa basho kanjalo ukuthi purpose yale conversation is because ugogo uyijwayele impilo yasesithenjini and ufuna ukumyala ukuthi aphathe behave kanjani esithenjini. I feel like it's inappropriate because ikubo kaMakhumalo, and whatever they're going to say laphayana kuzo favor ulokhuzana uMakhumalo, nanokuthi akayena umkhwenyana laphayana. So I didn't feel like it's an appropriate conversation to take place in their household, but it did. Nothing negative was said. It just felt weird ukuthi enungenile lapha endlini, nanokuthi he had the conversation that we had with ulokhuzana umndeni kaMakhumalo. Uma kaMakhumalo sounds very concerned ukuthi what would happen to uMakhumalo laphana, what if they get there efika laphayana bengazwani with ulokhuzana unkosikazi kakuqala kaMchunu, and ngeke azahlukumezeke yini, ehlukumeze yiloko ukuthi mhlawumbe mayefika lapha emzini they won't get along with ulokhuzana, with the first wife. So expressa nje lawo ma feelings. Usebayambuza ke futhi ukuthi useke wabahlanganisa yini ulokhuzana umamkhulu kanye naye uMakhumalo. Uyasho ke la umchunu ukuthi no, the only time abahlanganisa ngaso is when he went on the show Umnakwethu to ask ukuthi amthathe uMakhumalo. And then ke kusho ukuthi nje bagcina ukuhlangana on the show ngoba bahlangane when they were asking unkosikazi omdala ukuthi bathathe lo Makhumalo, and then they also met kulekhuza kwe reunion, and we also know ukuthi kwi reunion it didn't go well because unkosikazi omdala felt ukuthi umamncane uyadelela kakhulu and umgibele ekhanda and unokufeel ngathi uyena ofanele ngabe umamkhulu, njengokuthi uye wayolala endlini yakhe washiya ama underwears akhe khona endlini yakhe. Leyo nto ivelile lapha yana kwi reunion. So ke uyasho ukuthi akaza bahlanganise except for when they were doing the show. And then ke bese iyasuka ke lapho ke ilokhuzana the scene elandelayo iya lapha kuMasithole. Finally we get to see uMasithole. Guys, we still didn't see uMashelembe kule episode. We had a voice which they said kaMashelembe, but asikakamboni uMashelembe. I really am starting to get convinced ukuthi uMashelembe hasn't agreed to do the show. Remember show ukuthi ba affect kangakanani when they did it for the first time, and it wasn't her choice ukuya kwi-show. She was called to i-show by umyeni wakhe, and eqambe amanga wathi umbizela ukuyomkhipha nje ezinkosikazi wakhe kanti uyafika uyomcela indaba yesimo. So it is possible ukuthi uMashelembe akavuma ukwenza ishow. So we still don't see uMashelembe kule show lo. So sibona uMasithole ke uyafika laphana ulanga uyovakasha kaMasithole kuyindawo esemakhaya. It's a beautiful place le, yabo le indawo lezi engathi ziflat engenawo amagquma. Ngaze ngoba ngicabanga indawo yangasekhaya ke thina emakhaya emzinyathi kuneyindawo ezamagquma. Emzinyathi akukho flat noma ngesona intaba but kwamagqoma. So inokungichaza indawo eflat yasemakhaya. It's a beautiful place, igcekela kubo lihle. Wenzi washing ulokhuzana uMasithole uhlengiwe uMasithole wenza iwashing egcekeni, kodwa uyabona ukuthi she was expecting i-show to come because she dressed very nicely. Ugqoke ilokhuzana udelela ingubo yelokhuzana yedenim udelela with a red t-shirt ngaphansi, muhle njena nasebusweni yabo ukuthi properly done ubuso. Here's the thing, I understand why ulokhuzana will act like that, because I think mabezoshoot ishow bazosho ukuthi hayi sifuna nje ube ngathi wenza washing, because why would you just do washing when makufika ama cameras uqondane sinokwenza washing, because they want it to seem like it's a reality TV show. So but I do understand why egqoke proper for the scene, even though they are beshutha ishow besekhaya kavelanga nje wafaka nje iphinifo lakhe eliqephukele nathi nani niyazi banjani masenza ama washing ekhaya. She wasn't looking like that. She looked like she's about to go mhlambe aye mall kanje ube muhle. So and I understand why she did that, because she got a lot of attacks about the way that she looked in the first season. Kunama memes enziwe even ngaye, the way that she looked, even her face. So I do understand, because she's very self-conscious about how she looks njobe ovela kwi TV show. She looked like that. But uyafika ke lana ulanga bayaxoxa, apparently ingane yabo iyagula, iyagula ingane yabo, and she hasn't been well. Angazi intombazane noma umfana, they say abasong ingane hasn't been well since yaphuma esibhedlela. So they are discussing that ulanga feels like they need to go to a clinic or esibhedlela or boyobona udokotela for that. And uma sithole uthi she is convinced ukuthi no, into yabantu lena, it's something that needs ilokhuzana amakhambi esiZulu, amakhambi esintu. She says izinto ezinjengokuthi ingane akalala ebusuku, uyathuka akalala ebusuku. I think when it comes to ingane, guys, it depends how, you know, ukuthi uyibuka kanjani leyo nto. I think leyo nto into normal enzeka enganeni mayisencane, ukuthi sometimes ezingane azilali nje ebusuku, omunye uyalala emini angalala ebusuku, abanye kube ngathi uyathuka ebusuku, and umnika iphanada azumeka lala ingane. Kwesisikhathi kusuke ngeyona into that deep, kodwa ke kudependa na kwinkolelo zakho ezilokhuzana ezomzali. And it looks like ulokhuzana, it looks like uMasithole believes ukuthi they should go and see traditional healers. Ulanga looks like, sounds like uthi no, they just need to go to a clinic bazame lezo zinto lezo for now. Akafile ngathi sekuyinto serious kangako. She did look worried a little bit lokhuzana uMasithole ukuthi ingane yakhe is not well. Baxoxe nangendaba kaMashelembe, baxoxe nangendaba of what happened after the show. Remember, this is the first time we see Umastole this season, so we haven't heard her respond to how abantu responded to them being on the show. So we actually no, it wasn't easy, but it's something I decided ukuthi hayi uzoyidlulisa ngendlela azoyidlulisa ngayo. So uyabuza kulanga ukuthi is it ever gonna be okay with you ukuthi nginihlanganise ninoMashelembe, like you go niyohlangana noMashelembe nikwazi ukuthi nixoxe nibonisane kahle ngezinto. And we are, honestly uMasithole uyasho ukuthi no, I don't think ukuthi I'm ready for that. Okwamanje kusazothatha isikhathi ukuthi ngibe ready ukuthi ngingahlangana nolokhuzana noMashelembe. And then uyacela kulanga ukuthi abone ingane yakhe. It's a cute babe. They didn't show if the face, like the close up yobuso bengane, which I think vele mhlambe umthatha wabavumeli, or they didn't want to show their babies. But together it's a nice looking baby. It was happy ulanga. And uyasho ukuthi uMasithole said ukuthi ulanga umthole enengane, but he treats ingane zakhe uMasithole like vele ezakhe zonke ingane. So he seemed like a good father. He was excited to see ilokhuzana ingane yakhe, which is great. And yeah, bahlukane kanjalo ke lapho ke. So sishiye lapho leyo scene ebusy dlala with his baby. It was quite cute. Shame. I hope ingane yabo gets better, guys, even though uMasithole singakuthandi ukuthi uthe uyinsika. But I hope ukuthi ingane yabo gets better. uMasithole, when it comes to indaba yokuthi wathi uyinsika, this is what she said. She says she received a lot of abuse from abantu after ishow aired. I guess from social media. But she says ukuthi abantu they think ukuthi ukuhlupheka kukaMashelembe, ukukhala kaMashelembe into ebekhona ngoba sekukhona yena. It's like she caused ukukhala kukaMashelembe. And she says no, but that wasn't the issue. uMashelembe ubekhala before yena afike. My understanding of that was that uMashelembe ubekhalisa ukuhlupheka. nami I did feel like that ukuthi uMashelembe vele ehlupheka before kufike uMasithole benama issues nje ukuthi akaphathekile kahle kule relationship before uMasithole, but it's like i-issue kaMasithole took things to another level nje bayesho naye ukuthi hayi sekufike ekugcineni ke nami angisakwazi ukuthi ngibekezele. So I agree with uMasithole vele umfice ehlupheka uMasithole, but I do feel like ukufika kwakhe naye emzini kaMashelembe kuwenzile ukuthi uMashelembe usizi lwakhe even lube more, because over and above ukuthi ubekezele emzini kunzima, it showed ukuthi akushuthi nalo myeni wami akangithandi the way bengicabanga ukuthi ngithanda ngakhona. So that's what she expressed, and she says ubuye ke wayala ke washo indaba yensika ke which abantu didn't like so much, but yena she feels like she's focused entweni ayifuna because she knows what she wants, so she's not gonna focus on what people are saying about her. So leyo scene ke nje iphela kanjalo, and then after that here we go to uqondanisa bakwethu, what is this thing about the Zulu guys and red shoes? Yini lento ecasule ibovu? Hey, noma I'm too old maybe. Ayikhona lento ecasule ibovu, but kuyafika uqondanisa laphayana with red shoes, and was it skinny jeans, ufika laphayana la kuhlala khona ukaMazibuko usili ufika kulokho igate udinwa ukuthi igate lilokhiwe. Hey bakwethu yazi yabo abantu babefuna nje ukuzenza izinto eziphethe, so udinwa ukuthi igate lilokhiwe, ufika igate lilokhiwe ukuthi yaphuma ke uSamantha, she's surprised to see him but akakhombisa ukuthi she's that excited. Uthi uthe mayembona vele wavele wacabanga what uMamchunu had told her, and kwaba yinto ebasengqondweni nakho, so kwaba nzima nokuthi amjabulele uqondanisa ukuthi ulapha. Listen, uqondanisa looks like yes unamakhosikazi awu2 but akawanaki, because uSamantha ngathi kade agcina ukumbona. So angazi ukuthi mayithatha owesithathu ngempela lo uzobonwa nini njoba laba kwayibone ngakwazi ukuthi ababone all the time. So ke they get to talking ke babingelelana, and then uqondanisa ke tries and approached ilokhuzana conversation ye DNA. He says ukuthi you know what, I don't want to stress you or anything and don't take this the wrong way, but I really would be very happy if singenza iDNA uma ngabe ingane isifika. Here's the thing that makes me say that is because I feel like you guys were too close with uDiaz. Hey ukubuyazi ukuthi akuyena uDiaz. Ukubuyazi sakuyena uDiaz. As when you guys were too close, not Diaz. So I just want to do a DNA sibe clear ukuthi ingane eyami na. Hayi ke uwalile uSiliwathi ayikho ke leyo nekwenza ukuthi athi imake awungitshele uMamchunu izingane zakhe zona bengazi ukuthi uMamchunu nengane yazi. Wathi uMamchunu izingane zakhe wayenza iDNA kuzona athi ulona uqondanisa. No, there was no need ukuthi ngenza ukuthi yabona if kwenziwe ingane ama DNA azenziwe zonke la egcine egcekeni. I think she was just looking for indawo yokucasha. Honestly, she was looking for indawo yokucasha ulokhuzana uslipat ke ufuna iDNA bagcine bexabana ke bexabaniswa ileyo nto, and umile lapha ekutheni naye ingane ezokwenziwa iDNA la, and if they do iDNA fanele kwenziwe zonke ingane ngaqondanisa ngoba ka understand why kwenziwe yakhe ingane iDNA. Udina na ukuthi lona he's cheating yena kodwa akufanele ikhulunywe lo umuntu okubhekiswa kuyena uyena. So angazi ke ukuthi at the end uzovuma yini uSamantha with indaba yokuthi kwenziwe lokhuzana iDNA, nanokuthi angazi noma uMamchunu umtshelile yini uqondanisa ukuthi uSamantha told her ukuthi ngane might possibly not, ngoba I think no Samantha uyasola because she was asking ukuthi wena yindaba what is making you uthi usufuna iDNA all of a sudden, but azange zabe clear. Uqondanisa just says ukuthi relationship yakho no Diaz made me feel uncomfortable, so I just feel like kungangcono ukuthi senze iDNA, and then when we done with DNA then siyadlula kuyona, if ingane yami then siyadlula kuyona. In the interview uqondanisa uyasho ukuthi if ingane ngeyona yakhe then kofanele ukuthi utheni fanele yenze ahlawule, kofanele ukuthi ahlawule ulona uSamantha ave beshesha ukuhlawulisa bona bebengahlawuli, kufanele ahlawule uSamantha. Number 2, kofanele abuyise imali yelobolo that he had paid for her elokhuzeni he had paid for her ngekathi eyomcela ngoba ngithi bathi usahamba wayo lobola nanokuthi kuyofanele axolise ngoba usengcolisa igama la kubo ulokhuzana uqondanisa. So yeah, that was the conversation, but it sounded like they don't agree really ukuthi iyenziwa i-DNA or not na. Then ke siyahamba siyalapha yakusisi wasendwedwe, umndeni wasendwedwe lapha yana uMagcanca uvakashele ubuyisiwe umngani wakho uMagcanca ngihlezi lesibongo lesi ngisibheda. Here's the thing, ulokhuzana umyeni kaMagcanca akamtshelile ukuthi ukaMavilakazi lowana is gone and is not coming back, because I think umyeni wakhe is still hoping ukuthi basazobuyelana naye ukaMavilakazi. So yena ukhuluma nomngani wakhe ke la ubuyisiwe, uyambuza ukuthi how is it going, uyasho ukuthi hayi kuhamba kahle except for leyo nto phela ukuthi la ekhaya ngoba sekufika umuntu omusha, ubaba lakhe usefuna ukushintsha izinto, usefuna ukufaka oJojo. Ngishilo nalast ukuthi I'm so over issue kaJojo, ulona should just put uJojo for amakhosikazi akhe wothi asiyeke ngendaba kaJojo. So uyasho kodwa umngane wakho uyambonisa umngane ukuthi hayi wena musukuba nesikhwele, yeke indoda ifaka uJojo ngoba ubethi yena uma ufaka uMadanca uthi mawufaka uJojo yena uzobhoboza. So uthi umngane wakho musukuhlanya wena, she's a good friend lo, uthi musukuhlanya wena, yeke indoda ifaka uJojo uzonisiza nonke nje, what's the problem? And then uthi hayi ngitina ukuthi usufakwa manje ngoba sekufikwe lo, awukade ungafakwa ngani oqala. So umngane wakhe ke decides ukuthi you know what, awumfonele nje uMavilakazi ke nibe ne conversation as nani ke nje amakhosikazi nixoxe about what's happening and ama plans enu phela for the future as ilokhuzana ifamily. And then uMadanca uthi I know kufuze ususemsebenzini njengamanje, so what I'll do ukuthi ngizomshiyela voice note nangempela leaves a very respectful voice note unjani say just to know ukuthi anginankinga mina nawe or anything, I just want you ukuthi uze mhlawumbe sometime uzovakasha sixoxe nje njengamakhosikazi. I don't see any issues with that lokhuzana with that note. In fact, if I was ukaMavilakazi, I would go and visit that wife even though ngasamfuna ulona because it was a respectful message. She just wants to talk to her. So that was that scene. And then the next scene ke uLanga, I think he wanted to call ulokhuzana uMashelembe, angimazi umaphi noma umemgaqweni nje endaweni awuboni ukuthi ukuphi, and he's calling uMashelembe ufuna ukuzwa ukuthi unjani. uLanga in everything that he says is clear in saying ukuthi he wants uMashelembe back, ufuna uMashelembe abuye ezekhaya. He feels like uthi yena he would like to wake up eduze kaMashelembe, ukulala eduze kaMashelembe, avuke eduze kaMashelembe. So ukuthi uMashelembe akekho seduze kwakhe akumphathi kahle and akusoze futhi kuze kumphathe kahle. So ke uyafona uyabuza nje impilo, ubuza nengane yabo ukuthi njani, uyabuza ukuthi ingane ayimbuzi yini, uyasho uMashelembe uthi hayi ayikazi zikubuza ingane, cha ubani bathe uba ingane yabo uZithi, which I assume ukuthi umfana. Yasho ukuthi hayi ingane yakho uyayithanda, ku-interview yasho ukuthi ingane yakho uyayithanda noma wayo futhi usamfuna back. And uyachazela ukutshela uMashelembe ukuthi he has asked abadala abakubo ukuthi beze bazokhuzana bahlangane nabakubo kaMashelembe khona bezokwazi ukuthi babasiza ukulungisa le ndaba. Honestly, uMashelembe didn't sound enthusiastic nje kule conversation. She didn't sound like she's interested. Mhlawumbe uMashelembe sayitholele omunye umuntu. Who knows? Akasoundanga ngathi interested at all, but ke uLanga it's clear ukuthi he still wants uMashelembe back. Whether he wants uMashelembe because mhlawumbe ama-producers are pushing him to get her back because there is an interesting storyline asazi, kodwa ke that's what he is doing. Hayi bese kuya ke uDulas guys, angazi uDulas kuphilekile khanda. Is he okay? is Dulas OK. uDulas nje uyahamba uyakazinhle kaMamhlongo lapha yana ufike utheleka ngemoto. I think ubeyethu yo impressa uMamhlongo ngemoto ngoba uthenge imoto. Angizazi imoto ile yana. What kind of a car is that man? Kodwa le imoto zakudala but it's a nice car, it's a nice achievement for him. Congratulations to him ukuthi uthenge imoto. Angazi noma u5 room sewakhile yini lo abesitshela ngawo last week ukuthi uzokwakha u5 room. Uyafika uyangena ngemoto kaMamhlongo. Mamhlongo is upset ukuthi ungazi uzongena ngempela ngoba akangeni phela kuba Mamhlongo akhokhile kanjani kaMamhlongo. Wayezongena ngemoto ke. Wamxosha ukuthi akapaye ngaphandle imoto epaye ngaphandle. Mase epaye ngaphandle uyabuya bayaxoxa and then he has a problem with the fact that uMamhlongo ugqoka ibhluku. uMamhlongo ayibongi ngisekhaya nje ngizoze ngaligqokini ibhluku. Yabo nje ile umsangano nje kaDulas. And yena uthi uzuyasho uMamhlongo ukuthi yena ugqoke i-shorts uDulas uze ekhaya egqoke i-shorts kodwa mina ungithethisela ukuthi ngigqoke ibhluku. So useyasho ukukhuluma uDulas ukuthi hayi phela usazoza kubo azokhokha athi yabo nje uthi uMamhlongo yabo wena sesukangidlobola saze sashada konke nje ukwenza ngomlomo. No5 room ngiyasola ukuthi uwenza ngomlomo nje akukho kunye kodwa ngiyafisa ukuthi ngibone ukuthi usakhile yini ngempela ngathi a lot of the things uDulas uyazisho but he doesn't do any of them. Siyahamba ke manje siya lapha yana kuthandekile uMamthombeni ke ulokhuzana kodwa le lights nayo sifuna ukuhlupha. Ulokhuza uthembekile uMamthombeni unkosikazi omkhulu ke kaMchunu. Chunu bavuka ekseni. They live in a beautiful house. Engayibonanga kahle ngaphandle but mangibona ngaphakathi kuhle nje mama built-in lab ekitchen. She's preparing i-breakfast. If ubona bothuthi ubenzela amaqanda and stuff. Khona nanengane yabo. You know, they look nice. They look like a happy couple. Kodwa ke hayi nayo indoda yakhona nje ifuna kungabiwa happy. Hamba ufuna amanye amakhosikazi ngaziwafunelana. But ke bathi basexoxe kunjalo and then usefaka indaba yokuthi yena ufuna abakhulume ngomakhumalo. Hayi ke ovela wadinwa ke lapho ke uMamthombeni. Hayi bese ulokhuzana umchunu kumention indaba kwaMakhumalo ukuthi fanele uMakhumalo benolona ke bahlangane fanele alungise indaba kwaMakhumalo. Hayi uMamthombeni uvele wadinwa ke lapho udinwa ukuthi awu kahle ke ekseni kangaka sesizovuka ngoMakhumalo la ekhaya silale ngoMakhumalo sidla yena manje sekuyena ibreakfast la ekhaya fanele ngabe isekuseni fanele ngabe siyajabula asijabula fanele kuloku ngitshela ngendaba kwaMakhumalo. Inkinga kalokhuzana inkinga kaMamthombeni uyayisho ukuthi inkinga akanankinga yena nesithembu unenkinga ngoMakhumalo because uMakhumalo uyafile ngathi ufuna ukumgibela ekhanda une-attitude yokuthi uyena ungqoka nkosikazi la so she can't work with someone like that even if isithembu engenankinga naso but she feels like ulona umchunu ufuna ukuthatha umuntu orong ongezoletha ipeace ekhaya. I understand that lento ayisho so uyasho ke la umchunu ukuthi ufuna ukuthi abahlanganise benoMakhumalo uthi uMamthombeni emlethe lana khona ezokuyisa kahle bese ngiyamshaya. Ushilo nje hayi umlethe la khona nje ezokudelela ngimushaye ngifuna ukumshaya impela ngimshayela nale mpahla ayishiya lapha yana elokhuzana besekhuluma leyo nto ukuthi wayeza wazolala endlini kaMamthombeni wafika washiya izinto zakhe lapha ngathi uMamthombeni wayithatha lezo zinto lezo wayishisa or something kwaba naleyo lokhuzana kwaba naleyo ngxabano ulona umchunuke yena uthi yabo nje babelwa kanjena yabo nje babelwa kanje it means ukuthi bayangithanda uthando lolo lubenza ukuthi uthi yena uthando lolo lubenza ukuthi balwe angazi it's an interesting theory to think about it ukuthi wena amakhosikazi akhe mayela kushuthi akuthanda kakhulu so that's it umchunu honestly umchunu is going against ama wishes kankosikazi wakhe in taking uMakhumalo because unkosikazi wakhe is clear in saying akanankinga nesithembu thatha isithembu if ufuna isithembu but you cannot take umuntu ongezobehave mesefike lana and ongezongihlonipha futhi mesefike lana kodwa ke umchunu naye ke ngathi ufuna lokho akufunayo ngoba ufuna umakhumalo mhlawumbe nomakhumalo usebenzisile laphana amakhatha akhe asazi ke next ukuthi kuzokwenzekani but ke kubukeka ngathi umchuni laphana no akusiyena umchuni who's the guy lo baningi bafethu lo kaMazibuko ngathi khona yokushaya laphana emsamo ngoba ufuna ukubuyisa ukaMazibuko asazi ke noma uzodliseka yini futhi ukaMazibuko ngoba phela naku wahamba wayolokhuza wayophalaza iphela lapho ke episode yethu yanamhlanje okunye guys sizokudiscussa kwamanye ama video. Please like the video before niphume kuyona. Don't forget to share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. And if you do want to donate to i-channel yethu, please press sticker la ngezansi kwi-chat section uma ngabe ubuka i-premiere, and you can donate to the channel so that the channel can grow. Thank you so much. Nginithanda kakhulu.